Hey guys, Sweet D here. This is gonna be a vlog type of rant thing. I just basically wanted to talk to you guys how gaming is completely going downhill, and it's not just gaming, is music industry and movie industry. Everything's going downhill. For example, in music you have singers like Justin Bolsucker, and yes, I'm talking about Justin Bieber because that dude doesn't know how to sing. You have people like Nicki Minaj, Britney Spears, rising up, being famous. And being famous for what? They can't sing for shit. And there's a lot of talented people, a lot of talented bands that can never make it to the top because of singers. Because we're being completely flooded by pop singers that have no talent at all. And the same thing is happening to movies. We're getting remake after remake. We're getting uh, shitty movies based on games, and it's completely ridiculous. For example, one of my favorite franchises in movies of all time, Nightmare on Elm Street. They decided to remake the first movie and it was complete shit. The movie is complete shit, okay? The first movie didn't need a remake. It didn't. And now, I'm one of the few people that really enjoyed a few of the Resident Evil movies, but I do understand why Resident Evil fans don't like it. Because when it comes to the Silent Hill movies, I hate them. I completely hate them. They're not good movies. They're shit. And of course, they blame piracy. Piracy is not the thing to blame. It's you. You are the ones to blame. These companies, Hollywood, you are the ones to blame. You can't make good movies anymore. And as for music, you can't find real good singers. I'm not gonna buy your CDs because I don't like the type of music that nowadays people listen to. I still listen to music from the 80s and the 90s. For fuck's sake. And then you have Hollywood complaining about how piracy is destroying everything when it's not. It's just you guys that don't know how to make movies anymore. You don't have any imagination. I'm not against piracy. You know why? Okay, so I know that, for example, games. I know that games there in America cost like, what, $60? You know how much they cost here in Portugal? 70 euros. Collector's editions go almost up to 200 euros. Now convert that, because I have no idea how much in dollars that is. So go and convert that. It's too much. Too much. So I'm not against piracy. If I see a game that I'm interested on, but I don't know if it's any good or not, what do? I go and download it. I play it. If I like it, I will go out and buy it. If I don't, then I'm sorry. I'm not gonna waste my money on it. It's not piracy's fault. It's the company's fault. Stop making these stupid, cheesy remakes. Or stop making movies based off games because they always suck. You need to wake up. Another thing, have you guys noticed that horror is not just dying when it comes to gaming, it's dying on movies too? If you guys want to see a good horror movie nowadays, just watch Japanese or Korean horror movies because those are good. Go on YouTube and search for them because there's a bunch of Japanese and Korean movies, horror movies in here. And I loved every single one of them. Watch Red Shoes. Watch the original Ring. They are good movies, but if you go and watch the American version of Ring, it's completely boring. Go and watch how is the name? I forgot. Carved. The Japanese version of Carved. You know what Carved is? Is that about that woman that has a slit mouth. I think that the other name for it is a slit mouthed woman. It's really good. It's really creepy. So nowadays, for me to be able to watch real horror movies, I have to go and watch Japanese and Korean movies. And that's sad. Because the American mentality when it comes to horror games is, oh, to make it scary, we should make it gory. No. Goriness doesn't make it scary. It's not how it works. Now let's talk about gaming. You guys know what's been happening with EA? You know that game called SimCity? Apparently you need a constant internet connection to be able to play that game, and people have had a lot of issues with that because EA doesn't know how to fucking make their games. And a lot of those people that bought SimCity want their money back. What does EA do? They go and say they're gonna ban every single person that wants their money back. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? These bastards try to milk everything they can. And now, you know what they came up with? They were like, alright, you want your money back, how about we give you another game for that one. That's what they're doing. I wouldn't care if I would still fight for my beliefs. I wouldn't care if they banned me. I would just be like, okay, I don't want another game because the game I wanted was SimCity because it's this game I bought. This was the game I wanted. So you guys have to fix this problem or I want my money back. End of conversation. But no. Gamers have their eyes closed. They don't fight against this. They just suck it up. And it's sad to see. Dead Space 3. Oh, you guys know they already announced Dead Space 4? Yeah, and Dead Space 3 just came out. Now, I hated when they announced that Dead Space 3 was gonna have co-op. I still played the game. I played the game, I enjoyed it, but to be honest with you guys, I think that the Dead Space series should have ended in Dead Space 2. It was when Isaac got his head kind of sorted out, the Nicole thingy. The Nicole thingy just, got solved and you just escaped with Helly and that was the end of it. That should have been the end of it. But no, they came up with Dead Space 3. Alright, I hated the fact it was gonna have co-op, but I still tried it. I still played through it. I beat it. I enjoyed the game. It's not horror anymore, of course, because survival horror, let's face it, it's dead. And it's sad because I'm a survival horror gamer. Now, I play every single type of game, but you guys know that my passion is survival horror, right? It's dead. Dead Space 3 is not scary anymore, but it's still a fun game. I enjoyed it. And I'm gonna be spoiling the ending of the Dead Space 3, so if you guys haven't played it yet and you want to play it, you might want to skip, a couple of minutes ahead. So at the end of Dead Space 3, Isaac, quote unquote, dies. And then at the end of the credits, Isaac starts talking. And then you're like, oh, maybe it's not dead, but the thing is, it was stuck on the ice planet. It was gonna be dead anyway. And I think that was a really good wrap-up for the series. They don't need any more Dead Space games. They should... They seriously should have put Isaac to rest. And of course, if you want to make a Dead Space game in the future, make it with a new character. With someone that never experienced a necromorph before. That would make it survival horror. Use your imagination. Stop milking this franchise. And then, for me, Isaac was still dead because obviously he was stuck in the planet and he had no way to get out. But then, this DLC comes out. I play through it. I get to the ending. And guess what it is? Sequel bait. Yes, it's a sequel bait. And it's pathetic because they're gonna keep milking this franchise so much. It's ridiculous. Look at what they did with Resident Evil franchise. The Resident Evil franchise should be over a long time ago. The Silent Hill franchise should be over a long time ago. But no, you keep milking these franchises, and that's why they are where they are today. Look at what Capcom did with the DMC reboot. Now they're blaming fans for the game not selling. The fans told you so, didn't they? We told you we didn't need a reboot. We told you we wanted the original Dante back. We told you we wanted the original series back. Did you listen? No. Capcom wanted to sell a bunch of copies for this reboot. And they didn't sell even half of what DMC4 sold. That's sad, Capcom. But hey, you gotta learn that you're nothing without the fans. Nothing. So you better start opening your eyes. So supposedly, this DMC reboot was supposed to be canon, which means none of what happened in the original series would matter because that would just be completely erased. But now since DMC didn't sell almost anything, it's not canon anymore. Apparently they're gonna continue with the original series. Why? Because the fans spoke with their wallets. The Resident Evil franchise is gonna be rebooted. I think it's a stupid idea. I mean, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, the Outbreak series, they were good. Even Resident Evil 6 was good. I enjoyed Resident Evil 5, but I understand why it's the weakest in the series because it's really not survival horror. It's just I see it as a game to have fun in co-op, and that's it. Now Resident Evil 6 was going in a good direction, if you ask me. It was not a perfect game, but it was good. It doesn't need a reboot. It just needs a little bit more of imagination and a little bit more survival horror into it. That's all. But I'm guessing that Capcom is not gonna listen, is it? And I bet that a lot of Resident Evil fans are just gonna swallow this fucking reboot. Just watch it. Watch it happen. It's ridiculous, guys. This is completely ridiculous. But yeah, what really pissed me off is hearing Capcom blaming the fans for DMC not selling when we said we don't want a reboot. I want to know what happened to Nero. I want to see the original Dante back. I want to know if Nero is indeed Virgil's son. I want to know if Virgil is really dead. That's what I want to know. I want to know more about Sparta. It would be awesome to see a game telling Sparta's story. It would be awesome for us to play as Sparta for once, wouldn't it? It would be great. But no. You just shit out this shitty fucking reboot that no one fucking buys. I didn't buy it. I downloaded it. And I'm let's playing it. And as you guys can see in the beginning of it, I was having fun. But when I got halfway through the game, it's repetitive. And it's boring. It really is, guys. You know those little puzzles that the DMC series used to have? Yeah, they're not complicated puzzles, but they were there. You have no puzzles in DMC reboot. Nothing. You have repetitive combat. You have a fucking shitty story, and that's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. The only thing I enjoy in this game so far, it's the music. It's the soundtrack, and that's it. Now, I will probably buy this game just because of collecting, but I'm not gonna give them my money. If I buy this game, I will buy it used and dirt cheap. And that's gonna be years and years from now. I don't even buy new games anymore because they're too damn expensive. I also heard that EA wants to you know, now games cost like $60 there, so EA wants to make the games cost $70 now. Just imagine how much it's gonna cost here then. Are you crazy? Their games are not even that good. EA sucks at making games. The only good franchise they have is Dead Space. I'm not sure if Mass Effect, I don't remember. I only played Mass Effect once. That's a series that I really want to get into. But I don't remember if Mass Effect is from EA or BioWare. I don't remember really. Um, but forgive me guys. I only played a little bit of Mass Effect 2. It was a long time ago. And I was never able to get into that series. Not because I didn't like it, I just didn't have the time. But I really want to get a trilogy for the PS3 when I get the chance, so forgive me about that. But it's completely ridiculous, like I was saying, you know? I want to see the original DMC back. That's what I want. That's what most of the fans want. Another issue, the Assassin's Creed series. Have you guys seen how they already announced another Assassin's Creed game? And it's stupid. It's Assassin's Creed 3 didn't come out that long ago. At all. And they are already coming up with Assassin's Creed 4? Really? The only Assassin's Creed games I own at this point are Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and Revelations. I didn't even buy Brotherhood. I don't even know if that one's good or not. I only have 3 Assassin's Creed games. How are they gonna continue the series if Desmond is dead? I heard that Assassin's Creed 3 was not that good, and people were so hyped for it. And then you hear all these developers that were making Assassin's Creed 3 saying that it's the best game in the series, and it turns out that it wasn't. I hear fans saying that the best in the series is still Assassin's Creed 2. So I'm just sticking to Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and Revelations. And I'll probably will buy Brotherhood and try it because I like Ezio. Ezio was a great character, and so was Altair. And I think that the franchise should have ended there, with Ezio's death in Assassin's Creed Embers. And that's it. That's the ending of the Assassin's Creed franchise. That should have been it. But no. They're milking the franchise once again. Now, yeah, the concept of the new Assassin's Creed 4 game looks pretty interesting. You're gonna play as a pirate or something. It looks interesting, yeah. But how are you gonna continue the story? It just doesn't make any sense to me. These companies have to understand they have to stop milking the franchises because they are completely destroying gaming. For example, Call of Duty. They keep milking it so much. Call of Duty is one of those games that I think that completely ruin gaming. Because most of these companies nowadays don't care about single player experiences. They care about the multiplayer. What about me? And what about gamers that like a good story? What about gamers that really don't care about multiplayer? I still know a lot of them. I like to sit down on my couch, turn my PlayStation on, put a good game in that has a good story and good gameplay. I don't care about graphics, I don't care about multiplayer, I just want a good story and that's it. But no, nowadays this company is only focused on the fucking stupid multiplayer. It's ridiculous. And then you have this, paid reviews for Call of Duty where they give them 9s and 10s. It's fucking ridiculous. Those people should die. Man, I started gaming when I was 5 years old. I started gaming in a Master System. I was always a Sega kid. I grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog. I and then I moved on to, what was it next to the Master System? I started gaming on a Master System, then I moved on later on to the Sega Saturn, and then Dreamcast. I did play a Nintendo 64. I didn't own one, but I played the hell out of it at a friend's house, and I had fun with it. I miss the times where gaming was all about fun. And that was it. So Master System, then I played Nintendo 64, and then I moved on to the Sega Saturn, and then to the Sega Dreamcast. And then later on, I didn't own a PS1, but I got a PS2, where I played a bunch of PS1 games as well. So for me, the best era was the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. That was it. That was the best gaming era. I really miss the times where gaming was all about, it was all about fun, having fun, and not about companies just wanting their money and just shitting all over the gamers. But anyway, guys, I really had to get this off my chest. I am so sorry. Tell me what you think. Oh, another thing that I really want to get into. Next-gen consoles. We really don't need next-gen consoles. Just keep developing games for the current systems. I watched the trailer. I watched the new Killzone trailer and the new Infamous trailer. And you know what my thoughts were? The PlayStation 3 can do that just as well. You just have to put a little bit more effort into it. I didn't really see a big difference in graphics. Not at all. And this is going to be another system just to suck money out of you. We don't need next-gen consoles. And I'm certainly not going to buy it. I'm going to stick to the PC and my old systems. That's what I'm going to do. The only way I'll own a next-gen system is if someone offers me. It gives me the system as a gift or something. Other than that, hell no. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think. What are your thoughts on all these industries, like music industry, gaming industry, especially gaming industry, and the movie industry? What do you think about all this? What are your thoughts on all of this? Anyway, guys, I apologize about my voice. I'm not really feeling too well today. But yeah, just leave your thoughts in the comments and tell me what you think. So yeah, I'm gonna be going now. Gonna render some videos, edit some videos for you guys, and upload them. Hope you guys enjoy this, and see you guys in the next video. Peace, and remember, start talking with your wallets. Don't let these companies get the best of you. Peace out.